Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a good day, being safe and all of the good stuff. Other than that, let's just get into it. When kids pull a gun on cops. Oh, this is gonna be crazy to watch, I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's get into it by hitting that like button and the sub. Alrighty.
These are moments when out-of-control kids pulled guns on police officers. Meet 15-year-old Tavion Kuntz Williams, who, on April 1st,
I mean, like, you should like and sub. Did you get... Okay, never mind.
2024, was reported to police by a civilian who witnessed him pointing a gun at houses in the area of Newton Street. A short time later, an officer found Tavion walking in the area and attempted to stop him, but the situation almost immediately took a turn for the worse.
Where are you coming? Can I see your hands real quick? Hey, it's fake! Shots fired! Shots fired! It's fake! It's fake! It's fake! It's fake! It's fake! Shots fired! Drop to the ground! Drop to the ground! Drop to the ground! It's fake! Drop to the ground! Drop to the ground!
According to the officer's account, when he opened his...
Bro, listen to his voice, bro. His voice is cracked. He's high-pitched. He's scared. You can hear it. You can just hear how scared he is. I ain't gonna lie to you. My bad. But nah, for real though, nah, I don't understand why you thought that would be a good idea to have a fake gun, go to random houses and point it at the house. Like, come on, you asking for trouble for yourself, buddy. You asking for trouble, and if those cops, if that cop right there didn't have that, I think he did he not?
His door, Tavion quickly turned towards him, holding the weapon, and fearing for his safety. He responded by firing his own weapon, striking Tavion in the wrist.
Okay, alright. He did shoot him. Alright. Well, luckily the cop shot him in the wrist and not anywhere else, by the way. I'm just saying this could have ended way worse. He could have got shot in the body and bled out. He got shot in the face and bled out. End game, by the way. Yo, too, don't get on me. Don't get on me. Don't get on me. So, like I was saying, though, the GTA game is crazy. But, it's just, it's crazy how, like, people don't really think about their actions. Because, like, I don't understand what was the thought process in this. Because, like, did he not expect people to be, like, scared and call the police on him? Or did he not think about, oh, I'm gonna, like, get in some deep trouble doing this? Or, like, how did he think this is fun? Is it funny pointing a fake gun at this random houses? Like, I don't understand the process in that. I don't understand that, but you know, give me your thoughts inside the comments, please. I appreciate it.
It's fake. It's fake. I promise. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. It's fake. All right, man. Oh, my arm hurts. Please, sir. Please. Relax, man. Relax. Please. It's fake. It's fake. It's a fake gun. I promise. Get the gun's right there. I was scared, bro. Hey, tourniquet. Tourniquet now. Tourniquet.
The firearm Tavion was holding was recovered and confirmed to be a BB gun. Regardless, Tavion was still taken into custody and charged with carrying a fake firearm. The following month, the charge was dropped and the officer involved was fired in connection to an unrelated incident. This next teen also made the mistake of brandishing a...
I was about to say, did they really fire him for doing that when a gun got pointed at him? And I'm actually very surprised he shot his arm. I don't know if that was an accident. He could have went for something else other than his arm, to be honest with you. But him being fired for another incident, I don't know if he was a good cop, to be honest with you, or he did something really bad. If y'all know why he got fired, definitely tell me down in the comments down below. I appreciate it very much.
Fake weapon at the police, but was met with deadly consequences.
Make sure you got no weapons on you.
On June 28, 2024, police were searching the area of Shaw Sate for a suspect connected to several recent armed robberies. The officers eventually spotted two males walking through the neighborhood, one of whom, 13-year-old Nya Mwe, matched the description of the suspect.
The reason why we're stopping, keep your hands out of your pockets. The reason why we're stopping is you're riding the roadway and you're walking.
I forgot about that.
What do you mean you forgot about that?
Like, he was just having fun. Like, he was living over there.
Can I just pat you down and make sure you got no weapons on you? One running. He's found. He's ready for the right side. Gun! Drop it!
Start us in the ambulance. We got shot.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The cops has valid reason to shoot. That's valid. That's valid. Buddy, you started running, and he turned around and pointed. You can easily see him turn around and point the gun. I don't know. I forgot if he said it was a fake one. I forgot if he said it was fake or not. But you can see while he's running him down, he turns around. That's where it's at, right there. Guns right there. Points at him. They're tussling. The dude breaks free. They get away from him. They back up. He still has the fake or real gun on him, so they have to fire on him, because if he's willing to point it at somebody, then he's willing to fire.
Start us in the
That's
ambulance.
what you gotta think when you're the cop, though.
Start us in the ambulance. Got shots fired.
As the pair were tussling, Naya was gripping his firearm in his hand, and fearing that his partner would be shot, the second officer fatally shot the 13-year-old in the chest. His weapon was later examined and found to be no more than a pellet gun. Nia's case serves as a tragic example of why you shouldn't run from the cops. But what makes this next case even more shocking is that the suspect was shot while surrendering to the police.
It had to be an accident, right? Ain't no way, bro. That's crazy to think about. Other thing is, yeah, this is why you don't run. You see. Oh, if you're guilty, then you better start taking the burners on. I ain't gonna lie to you, buddy. Like, if you're a guilty man, you better start running and running fast. But like, if you're not guilty, don't run, because it just makes it even worse on you. You know, if you're not guilty, or even if you know you have it's like a fake. Tell them it's fake. Put your hands up and let them search and take the fake weapon off of you. But other than that, shit, if it's real, you better start running. Good, I ain't gonna lie to you. But have your running shoes on that day, buddy. I don't know. Shit, you better be a fast type of person. I don't know, bro. Cause like at that point, I don't know. Cause like if you haven't done nothing bad, if you didn't do nothing bad, then you should be fine. At the same time, I think that's a voice crack right there. But if you haven't done nothing bad, then you should be fine. You know. Don't forget to put that in your mindset as well. You know, if you did nothing bad and you have and it's a legal weapon on you, then you know you're fine. You get it back after the search and everything. You just get it back. I'm pretty sure if you haven't done nothing bad. You know what I mean? So I think everything should be good with you. Other than that, shit, if you're illegal and doing all that other crazy shit, you better start running.
Stop.
On July 30th, 2023, an officer was tending to the scene of an abandoned vehicle when a citizen approached and informed him that they observed a teenager on a scooter, wearing a mask and carrying a gun. The officer responded to the area and located the 15-year-old suspect, but within seconds of exiting his car, the situation took a dark turn.
See, he went for this waistband though, so like I don't know if you bro, I don't know about that. Look at him. He literally pulls his hand.
Get your hands up. Stop.
In the next moment, the officer fired on the teenager twice, and he fell to the ground. Before he was shot, he could be heard trying to explain to the officer that the weapon was a BB gun. However, his failure to obey the officer's commands resulted in lethal force.
Like I can't blame the officer. I can't blame the officer because he's really telling you not to do it. Don't do it. He gave him a couple seconds. He even pulled it out. He gave him a couple seconds. He said, stop. Put your hands up. And dude kept on pulling. Like, why? Okay, you can tell him with your hands up. Okay, put your hands up and tell him what the gun is. That's all you got to do. He can walk up to you and take it out for you. You do not have to reach for it yourself. It's that simple. You do not have to reach for it yourself. That's I'll be honest with you, it's sad to say, but that's his fault because he reached for it when the cop told him not to do it. Just follow what he says. It's all you like. But this shit sucks though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does suck because like I'm pretty sure these are mostly kids and stuff like that, right? Yeah. These are fucking video says kids. Oh my god, bro. I'm so. Please forgive me. I literally just forgot the title of the video.
The weapon was a BB gun. However, his failure to obey the officer's commands resulted in lethal force. Fortunately, the suspect survived and went on to recover.
That's good.
If you think that officer had reason to be scared, this next officer had to stop a suspect from potentially firing his weapon inside of a store. On June 17th, 2024, an officer observed a vehicle speeding with an inoperable brake light and dark windows. As the officer got behind the vehicle, it led him on a chase to the local Dollar Tree, where a 16-year-old passenger hopped out before it took off again, and the suspect appeared to be carrying something large underneath his shirt.
Yeah.
Everything all right, sir? Where did he go? The black guy don't wear.
If you look here, you can see the barrel of a rifle
that looks
the
like
officer is pulling from underneath the teenager's shirt. But even though the firearm was found underneath his clothing, the suspect began to insist that the gun wasn't his.
Hey, drop the gun, drop. Stop, get on the ground, 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 get on the ground. Get on the ground. Oh, not my gun. Get on the ground. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. You understand me? Tell him that's not my gun, bro. Get on the ground. Stay on your feet. That's not my gun, bro. That's not mine, though. Put your hands behind your back. That's not my gun, bro. Turn around. That's not my gun, though. Turn around.
Taser there. I hit him with a taser.
That's not my gun.
But fuck you mean? I seen you with it. You have it in your hand and it's not yours. But you still getting tased.
You don't need my possession. Sir.
Wait, I just realized something though. He just said it's not his. That means it's not like, right? That's not registered to him. So if it's not registered to him, that's a crime right there. Buddy, you just snitched on yourself for another crime. I don't know what.
The 16-year-old suspect, who was later discovered to be a delinquent felon, was transported to the police station while his partner was caught and the car was searched. Inside, police discovered a backpack containing several small bags of marijuana. The suspect claimed ownership of the bag, and as a result, he was charged with possession of a weapon by a delinquent felon, possession of a short barrel rifle, possession of marijuana, display of a firearm during a felony, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on an officer, and resisting arrest without violence. He's being held in the Marion County Jail without bond. While that officer was able to intercept the danger, they weren't able to stop this next suspect before he fired in the middle of a school football game.
Oh, that's crazy.
On August
really
18th,
crazy.
2023, police were dealing with a separate matter on the roadway in front of First Coastal High School when a fight suddenly broke out in the parking lot during a school football game. Officers rushed over to break it up, but were caught by surprise when 15-year-old Devon Thompson began firing a gun in the crowd.
Hey, what is your?
That's crazy, bro.
Shot fire! Hey!
I'll be honest with you, the only person that actually shoots the gun is the one that losing a fight. So that means he was losing a fight. That's crazy activity for.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Hey, he's running to the dailies!
Buddy's out of breath, buddy. Y'all should be Olympic runners at this point.
Yo, right now! Don't you move! Got it, grab it, got it? Yeah.
While no officers were injured, Devon was transported to the hospital with a graze to the head. After being patched up, he was taken to the local juvie center where he was charged with discharging a firearm on school property and carrying a concealed firearm. That case was just centimeters away from ending like this next case, where an armed teen was stopped inside of a convenience store.
Yo, come here. Hey, stop.
On July 12, 2024, police were surveilling a home that they believed was connected to multiple crimes and gang activity. Eventually, 19-year-old Tristan Mayberry, a suspected gang member, was seen exiting the home with a gun and going to the nearby 7-Eleven. Aware that he was armed, the deputies decided to corner him inside the store and take him into custody. Their plan quickly fell apart when Tristan refused to comply.
This is insane, Barry. Buddy just walked out.
You know, only one of you guys could be riding on a scooter, right?
No, sir, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's the law, man.
All right.
So, you got your ID? Hey, come here, man. Come here, dude. Yo, come here. Hey, stop, 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 stop. Hands up, hands up.
According to the deputies' reports, Tristan reached for the gun in his waistband, which prompted the officer to shoot him. But even after falling to the ground and being tackled by a deputy, he allegedly continued to grab for his weapon.
Guy, port signal 43, shot fired. Don't quit! Don't quit! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Paramedics arrived minutes later to render aid, but Tristan was pronounced dead at the scene. The firearm recovered from the scene was a 9mm pistol with an extended magazine. But unlike that trigger...
That's crazy activity. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bear. To be honest with you, we can't really see if he actually was trying to grab for it. So we just have to say what the cops, what the cops said, is true. But I don't understand why both cop doesn't have the camera on, because why won't you just watch this other cop camera? I don't understand that. Like, they should have, like, every cop should have a camera on them, and and it should turn on when something happens, like when anything goes down, it should turn on. So I'm surprised that they don't have both sides. If anybody knows inside the comments, do every cop don't have a camera? I don't understand that. That's it's weird if they don't. But other thing I want to say is, this is crazy right here. Buddy has a knife on him. I don't know if he's scared or something. That's the reason why he has it on him, or he is a really crazy kid with some crazy a crazy mindset on him. But other than that, let's just keep him going. Oh wait, other thing I wanted to say is, why didn't they just tase him? He's knocked down. Why won't they switch weapons and tase him? Right? I think that'd be a better idea. I don't know in that situation, though. At the same time, I really don't know what I would have done too. So I said I would switch weapons. To be honest with you, probably don't know what I would have done.
Happy officer, these next officers couldn't use their weapons to solve this next case. On November 12, 2018, police received a disturbing call stating that there was a young boy standing outside of a Dollar Tree with a knife to his throat. The 12-year-old had apparently escaped from Buckeye Ranch Mental Health Facility by climbing on a tree and used a branch to hit a guard over the head before running away. He then fled to the Dollar Tree, where he grabbed 2 butcher knives and ran back outside, threatening to harm himself.
That was a nice one right there.
Thanks to the quick actions of one clever officer, the suspect was disarmed without injury and taken into custody. He was subsequently transported to Nationwide Children's Hospital and charged with inducing panic, assault, aggravated menacing, and theft. Hopefully, that young child gets the help and care that he really needs. This next suspect, on the other hand, just needs to stop using social media.
And in the photo, it looks like there's some sort of a weapon sticking out of the...
On March 8, 2022, the security officer at Atlantic High School received a tip about a student who'd made a threatening TikTok post that morning. The suspect, 16-year-old Anthony Luce, had posted a picture hours earlier with what appeared to be a gun tucked into his waistband. Upon learning of the potential threat, the officer immediately went to locate the student.
Are you... Sir, you know what I want to talk to you about? You don't know? Okay. Do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
Crazy.
Okay, take your backpack off for me. Somebody reported that they have a photo of you, and in the photo it looks like there's some sort of a weapon sticking out of a pocket, or take your hands out of your pockets. Okay, do me a favor, just lift your sweatshirt up, turn around for me. Turn around again, lift your sweatshirt up again. What is that?
Crazy stuff, very.
Okay, anything else I need to be concerned about?
It's not hard.
Is it? What kind of gun is it?
Crazy stuff,
It has the mag in it, but it's not caught back.
Crazy. That's not caught that. That's crazy, bro. If no one said anything about that picture, I wonder what would have happened. I wonder if he was beefing with somebody inside that school that day. Like, if he was beefing with somebody and he was ready to do something crazy. Like, it really just takes, like, that's crazy. Something crazy could have went down that day. We could have seen that on the news. Something crazy when it went down. We don't know if he was beefing with a student or he was ready. He was just pissed off with everybody and he wanted everybody to go. We don't know. We don't even know if he was just gonna relax. He was just a relaxed dude with a firearm on him. To be honest with you, we don't know if he was just gonna chill the rest of the day and go home and do nothing, right? We don't know, but it's more likely he was gonna use that for something. You know what I mean? So other than that, that person that snitched, W snitch for real. W snitch. That's all I'm saying. W snitch. You know, he's like, oh, I see that. Gotta make sure the cops know. Like, W snitch for real. Save somebody's life.
I almost got jumped 2 days ago. So $200 on my wallet and I got jumped.
So, this back door, I'm not going to parade you through the gym, but we're going to go to my office and we're going to do the investigation. Okay?
Inside the security office, they found the firearm to be a fully loaded 9mm handgun that he'd stolen from a relative's closet.
Oh, he said it's not. Damn.
Second loaded.
He said it's not loaded. That's what he said. He said it's not loaded. He said it's not cocked back. Oh my lordy lord.
Magazine and a holster were located inside his backpack. The owner of the gun was contacted and wanted to press charges. Thus, Anthony was booked into the local juvie center for charges of possession of a firearm on school property, grand theft of a firearm, and carrying a concealed firearm. He'll probably think twice before posting from now on. Likewise, these next suspects definitely learned a lifelong lesson after almost being shot by the police.
Bro,
I'm so sorry.
you should be sorry, and you should be scared.
In October of 2018, officers received report that one of two minors had flashed a gun while walking through the area. An officer surveyed the area and eventually located two 11 and 13-year-old boys, one of whom was brandishing a firearm. In response, the officer quickly exited his vehicle with his gun drawn, at which point the terrified suspect dropped his weapon and both teens surrendered.
And they call in and they say, there's two young... You had to show somebody because how the hell did they know you had it?
I ain't showing nobody. I know I was just holding it like running like this.
Okay, you can't do that, dude. In today's world, listen,
Yes.
that thing looks real, bro.
I'm so sorry.
You should be sorry, and you should be scared.
Yes, sir.
If that was a different cop, bro, he could, and you pulled it out, you should have just, I got it right here.
No, I didn't want to shoot out there.
I know you didn't want me to shoot. You think how old are you, boy?
11 years old.
How old are you, young man?
13.
Do you think I want to shoot an 11-year-old? Do you think I want to shoot a 13-year-old? Do I honestly look like the type of dude that wants to shoot anybody? But do I look like the type of dude that will shoot somebody? All right. I pride myself on being a pretty bad hombre, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I gotta be.
Yes, sir.
Don't make me.
Yes, sir.
The officer then transported the boys home and spoke with them and their mother, informing her that they were carrying fake guns around the city. And he didn't mince words with the suspects about the stupidity of their actions.
I pull up on him, and I'm not gonna lie to you, doing cop stuff, I drew down on him. While I'm rolling up on him in the car, he freaks out, and he starts to pull the gun out of his waistband.
He could have shot you for that, you know that?
He dropped it real fast, and I didn't know it was a BB gun until it hit the sidewalk. Regardless of what people say about the dudes wearing this uniform, okay, we care, all right? We legitimately care. I've been in the military, I've been overseas, I'm a police officer. I've had to do things that I hope that your generation never has to do.
I'll be honest with you though. I agree. Some of them do care, but some of them don't. Some of them want to be, you know, just like they want to have the power and have the respect. But when people don't give them the respect, they feel a certain type of way. And then they abuse the power to get that respect. Or they abuse the power to feel better because they're like, if you don't give me respect, then I won't give you respect type stuff, you know what I mean? But so many people are told to hate and demean cops all the time. So when you do see a real one, a dude that really loves to protect people and people like, you know, someone that wants to be a hero, you know, someone that wants to do good, and you end up being rude to that person, you end up being rude to the wrong person, you know. It's cops out there that I 1000% agree you should be rude, you should be shitty to 1000%. The cops out there that 1% you should be rude to. But do you really want to be rude to those cops is the question. Because if they're shitty cops, then let's be honest. What's the point of dealing with that? Because now that shitty cop knows you. He has it out for you type stuff, you know what I mean? And that's why I say just be kind and try to be respectful even to the bad ones. And make sure to get proof of everything type stuff, you know what I mean? Make sure to capture proof of everything you can capture proof of, just in case any of those bad ones try to get something over on you.
Having said that, the last thing I ever want to do is shoot an 11-year-old man. Because your life hasn't even gotten started yet.
Type stuff.
And it could have ended.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have missed. I could have killed you. I want you to think about that tonight when you go to bed. You could be gone. Everything you want to do in this life could have been over.
After a real and direct conversation with the suspects, the officer released the boys to their mother and parted ways without further incident. At least those suspects were mature enough to admit their wrongs, unlike this next suspect, who insisted that he was allowed to bring a gun to school.
I'll be honest with you, W kids for real. At least they understand what they did was wrong. At least they had a cop. They was able to talk to them. They had a cop that was able to talk to them, and I appreciate that 1000%. You have to understand when you do something wrong, you gotta admit it at some point in time. Like, come on, you gotta admit you did something wrong, buddy. When you already caught, there's no reason trying to be like, oh, I didn't do it. 4K, you doing it and everything type stuff, know what I mean? But W kids for real, you know. Hopefully they're doing great.
Wasn't a law. There is a law. Not against bringing a gun. There's no statute.
On May 2nd, 2023, Orange High School was placed on lockdown after an ammunition round was found on the floor inside the school cafeteria. During the lockdown, 18-year-old Nolan Rosen came forward to administrators and admitted that the bullet was his.
Oh, okay.
Somebody find something you know about?
Because I had a bullet in my pocket, but it wasn't like it's not like I'm planning anything. I dropped it on the ground.
Okay.
But I didn't know I'm not allowed to bring a bullet. Wait, I'm not like a school shooter. If I was a school shooter, I wouldn't tell you. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful. Well, I have a 22 Henry rifle. Okay. Gotcha. I'm sentimental about it. Oh. So I use it. I don't shoot it, but I use it as my gun.
Nolan readily admitted that he had a hunting rifle in his car in the parking lot, which was later recovered by police in addition to dozens more rounds of ammo. Nolan also advised that he'd brought 3 rounds of ammunition into the school. However, he continued to insist that he wasn't planning to use it.
And that's very suspicious, buddy. That's very, very suspicious. What you mean? I'm not planning on using it, but you have rounds and rounds on your person. What? And you have more rounds in your car. What? Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it, but I have boxes and boxes of more ammunition on me. Why would you need to carry that stuff on you if you're not planning on using it? At best, you can keep it inside your car. Why are you bringing it around all these other people? Why are you keeping it on you if you're not planning on using it? like when it's inside the school, I'm like, okay, leave your inside the car. You know what I mean? But like that's only if you're inside the school. You know what I mean? When you're outside the school and you're walking or driving in your vehicle, keep it on you all times. I'm 1000% a person that says keep yourself strapped at all times. You don't know what's gonna happen out here. You know what I mean? 1000%. Keep yourself strapped at all times. But when it comes to being inside a school with a lot of other people, it's like you can feel a little, upset with somebody. Like it takes 1 second to do something you'll regret for the rest of your life. It literally takes 1 second to do something you can regret for the rest of your life. And I'm just saying, it's better to make those chances low.
Be honest with me, you didn't bring any gun to school, did you?
No.
That's the only, you only had 1 round?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't like bring a gun into school.
No, okay, I know.
That's not my intention.
You know I gotta ask though, right?
And I looked it up. It said there's no statute for bringing a, like there's no law against bringing a bullet to school.
But why would you?
I'm just like letting you know.
Hey, can you put that Gatorade down real quick?
Of course.
All right, just turn around, face over here real quick. Put your hand on that table for me.
Oh, I got more bullets. I got 2.
Okay, don't put your hand in your pocket. Just keep your hands on the table. Just put them on the table. Just put them on the table for me real quick, okay? So I'm gonna have to search you.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be nice. So you had 2 bullets in this one?
Right there.
Okay, that's all of them?
Yeah.
All right, so I do gotta continue searching, that's all.
Are these from a range?
No, I have a Henry repeating rifle, and I kind of just use it as like a thing to like comfort me a little bit.
At home or?
Yeah. I don't like, I have no ill intention. I'm really scared about that stuff, like school shooters too. I'm like very, it makes me anxious too that anyone can just walk into school and shoot it up. So I'm like, you're worried about that? Yeah, I worry about that stuff a lot sometimes.
What made you bring those with you?
Just because literally it makes me feel comfortable.
You have a gun in your car?
Yeah, of course. Well, not of course. Like I don't carry it all the time, but I just literally carried it in my car. Like I don't bring it in the school.
Is there a gun in your car right now?
Yeah. Let's go out.
I mean, if you keep it like this, so do you have a zip tie? I mean, if you just...
Alrighty, he has one of those ones. What's that called again? He said it. I forgot what it's called. But those are something, to be honest. I don't know. Like it's good, but you're not winning any. You're not winning no gunfight with that, buddy. I'll be honest with you. Like he's not winning no gunfight with that. Probably a sniper battle if you have better aim than the other person, but he missed 1 bullet and he's cooked for. So like he has to have really good aim. Well, no, because he goes. I think that's the one when you can pull it forward and pull it back and then shoot again. I forgot. I'm trying to remember how you. Okay.
Zip tied it like this. You're not
Sure
you verified that he's 18. We looked on the.
Yeah, I can triple check, but
Is he a senior?
he's a junior.
18-year-old junior?
Yep.
Those are usually the ones that bring guns.
Back in the front office, Nolan continued to argue that what he was doing wasn't illegal, but he would quickly find out that he was mistaken after being advised that he was facing expulsion and a felony.
I just see a lot of videos where having the gun prevents like altercations, or if they didn't have the gun, it would
Like online videos and stuff
it would
like
be a different
that.
outcome and stuff. Like there's one guy who was like 200 pounds bigger than this guy, and he comes up to his car and he's like, "I want to fight you." It looks like he's about to rip him out of his car, and the guy just pulls out a gun, and the guy turns around and walks the other way, and it's like that's all it is. The situation's over just because he didn't even like do anything, just because he's.
Come with me. You are potentially facing a 10-day suspension and recommendation for expulsion.
Wait, potentially what?
For guns, weapons, and disruption. So I just need you to sign here stating that I present you with this.
Wait,
So it's a 10-day suspension, potentially. So we have to talk afterwards, but it's a possible 10-day suspension with a recommendation for expulsion for weapons, specifically guns and disruptive schools.
So there's a policy that says I can't bring a gun on the parking lot.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, we'll get all that for you.
That parking lot's still pretty much the school. So
I didn't see that policy.
by the way, if you think like him, that's pretty much saying anybody could bring a weapon on or near school grounds just because it's in their vehicle. And that's the thing I gotta say is like it's still very dangerous because like it takes one person to go back to their car, come back in type stuff. You know what I mean? That's literally all it takes is someone to go into the car and come back in and then boom pow. So other thing I gotta say too is protecting yourself is fine. But, buddy, why are you bringing the bullets inside school? Like, dead serious, nobody would have known if you didn't bring that bullet inside school. Literally. If you didn't bring those bullets inside school, nobody would have knew. Literally, nobody would have knew. And so, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure most people that hold or that has what's it called, a gun license, or people without gun license too, I'm pretty sure they have guns in their vehicle just sitting there, you know, for protection reasons, and no one knows anything about, and they walk in and walk back out. I'm pretty sure. But to be honest with you, I'll be honest, I don't think like I don't know for real. Like, I'm trying to think is he just really that clueless, or he's trying to just bring up excuses for him not to be in trouble?
Okay, I'm not sure. I just presented you with this right now, so I just we'll talk after you're finished writing, but I just need you to sign that I presented you with what you put.
I feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh yeah, don't forget to tell me what you think inside the comments.
Are you refusing to sign?
No, I'm not refusing to sign.
So either sign or don't sign.
Well, what happens if I refuse to sign?
Then I just have Mrs. Ferguson witness that I presented you with this. It makes no difference. It actually makes no difference if you sign.
Well, this is saying I acknowledged and I knew there was a policy against.
It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that. Just take a second to read through it.
But by checking it off, you're basically saying I knew there was a policy against that. I didn't know there was a policy against not
Right, it's saying that you're facing a potential suspension and expulsion because of these violations. It doesn't say that you know what they were. It doesn't say any of that. So take a second to look at it.
Well, should I have checked the school's policies before bringing the gun? Like, should I have looked through all the policies to make sure that I was allowed to bring it?
Yeah, but you would have to sign that. That's just acknowledgement. It's not saying that you're guilty or anything like that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I thought I was allowed to, like, bring it in the parking lot.
I mean, regardless, you're gonna have to either sign it or don't sign it. But
you know what? Yeah, I thought I was allowed to bring a rifle in the parking lot.
Okay. You still right?
Well, I'm just kind of explaining that I thought I was allowed to bring it, as long as I wasn't bringing it actually in the building. So I didn't check the policy before I brought the gun. That's why I brought it, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't it's like
you can't bring it in any school or around any school.
I didn't check the policies, but I get how it sounds like when you say this kid brought a gun to school in this modern age. It sounds like my only intentions were to shoot up the school, but my intentions weren't to shoot up the school. My intentions were to use it as a thing for a comfort thing, a thing to calm me down a little bit, and kind of like a sentimental thing, a little bit, kind of like a pacifier.
So I am suspending you for 10 days with a recommendation for expulsion. So what happens now is suspension will start tomorrow, and only the superintendent can determine whether or not to expel the student. So I'm recommending you for expulsion. Since you are also on a 504 plan, somebody from the special education department will be reaching out to you because we're going to have to hold what's called a manifestation determination meeting. I have to go fill out the rest of the paperwork.
I didn't disrupt anything.
The whole school was on lockdown, buddy. I'd call that about as big of a disruption.
Despite the issue being explained to him several times, Nolan continued to make comments that indicated that he'd learned nothing at all.
Well, the problem wasn't bringing the gun. The problem was I dropped the bullet in the hallway. That was the problem. Pretty much.
Regardless, you can't bring a firearm on school property.
Yeah, you're right. That's their policy. It's just, I guess it's a learning lesson though. Like, you have stuff as serious as bullets. You gotta keep track of every bullet you have. You gotta really count on it.
Yeah, and they can't ever come here. Schools.
Well, I didn't look at the policies before I brought it.
It's a law, though.
There wasn't a law.
There is a law.
Not against bringing a gun. There's no statute. Dude, I promise I looked it up before I brought it, and there's no statute against it.
I assure you.
Okay. I might be I might be slow. Am I slow? Is he saying statue? Is he saying statue? I think he's saying statue, right? I gotta be slow, cause like I'm hearing statue, I'm seeing statue. What does a statue have to do with anything? A law is a law. You can't bring it anywhere near a school. Like, only way you can do that is if you're a cop or if you are like some type of security guard or like I guess, I don't know, a parent for like a couple like seconds, because you're going in and going out, so like you're not really staying there for a long time. So I think a parent can probably bring it in and bring it out without anybody noticing. I don't know, because like it depends, because I don't see. Do they even check parents or anything like that? I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. If you know, get me put down in the comments down below.
I mean, it's a policy, so it doesn't matter anyway. But I don't think I think you're wrong.
Okay.
You'd have to like show me where it says that. Do you think they should ban guns in the U.S.?
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Well, I feel like assault rifles are different, because those are kind of made for like mass murders. Like my repeating rifle, it's you shoot it one time, got to do a whole system. It's a lot of time between shots, so you're not gonna like the assault rifles should be banned. I feel like, because those are kind of just, you're asking for people to like do bad stuff with those things. Because there's literally
Buddy's just yapping about some bullshit, right?
The assault rifles should be banned.
He's not understanding that it is against the law.
He's the guy that makes the law decisions, all right? It is against the law to bring a gun into what's called a safety zone or a school, right?
That's subjective.
What is subjective?
What you consider like a safety zone.
Okay. So now's not going to be the time to contest it right now, okay? So basically what I'm telling you is we're going to end up charging you, okay? And you're 18 years old.
There's no law against that. Bringing a gun on the school property, there's no law. Like, there's no statute.
I'm telling you there is.
It's a policy, not a law.
No, there's a state law. You're going to come with us. We're going to handcuff you until we get you outside to a cruiser. And then a lot of people going on, we want to save you any kind of...
There's no law against bringing a gun. It's a policy. There's no, like, show me the statute. There's no statute.
I told you before, I assure you there is an actual law. We'll show it to you when we get to the station. I mean, we're not making it up. We're trying to...
I think you are making it up.
No, we're trying to accommodate you.
I'll do you a favor.
In a good way.
I'll for you right now.
So how am I supposed to know this is a safety zone?
A safety zone is any school property and/or school bus stop.
Does it say safety zone is and/or school property?
School.
I don't think it does.
Yeah,
School
it does.
safety zone.
School safety zone is defined as any school property.
Legal.
And one of the things I want to do before we take you out there is read you what's called your Miranda rights, okay? Because probably once we get to jail...
Before I brought the gun, I looked it up, and there was no law against any school property.
Like I said, this is not the time to argue about it, okay? This is just what's happened. So, because we're about to place you under arrest, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand those rights?
I'm just confused because it's not against the law to bring a gun on school property.
At this point, a superior officer stepped in to give Nolan his final warning to stand up before he would have to be forced into handcuffs.
I'm just confused because it's not against the law to bring a gun on school property.
It's our
It's a policy, it's not a law. There's a difference between a policy and a law.
We're not going to arrest you on a school policy, we're arresting you on a state law.
Yeah, so you made it up.
Right here. Is it Nolan?
Yeah.
My name's Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're not gonna debate what is or isn't. We know what we have. We have violation of law, right?
I don't think there is a violation of law.
Okay, and you can think that, and we do arrest people that think they aren't in violation of law. So that does happen. And you have the right to believe that.
You could.
What we need.
You just pulls up a piece of like.
We need you to come with us.
Well, now that I know it's a law, why can't I just not bring the gun on school?
Well, it's a pretty serious offense, and we aren't going to give you a verbal warning or just kind of say, hey, don't do it again for something that's serious.
This is like, you know, this is like a newer, this is a newer generational problem. This is not like a problem that they had like back in the day. This might be like your first time dealing with a situation like this in your whole career. So I don't think you can just arrest me like that.
But we are arresting you. If we thought that there was an inkling that we were wrong, if there was any gray area, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. We respect your rights, okay? As a person. Stand up. Behind your back.
You said I can
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm telling you, I respect you.
It's okay. It's okay. You're safe with us, okay?
I gotta get it.
Everything is gonna be okay. We'll explain everything.
At least he didn't fight. At least he didn't fight.
Why would I not be safe?
You are safe.
Yeah, but why would I not be safe?
I don't want you to feel uncomfortable and not.
By saying you're safe with us, that means you're assuming I'm not safe.
No, I just want you to have the understanding of where we're coming from.
I know where you're coming from.
Okay. Hold on. Officer Neal and I
He's okay for now.
walk with you out here, okay? Just take a breath.
You're just arresting me on a charge that's made up. I know.
It's not.
You are though.
It's made up. It's been in.
It's made up. No, it's made up, dude.
Make up things.
It's
we
made
don't
up.
have the authority to make things up. You control this.
I don't know. Like, what type of...
that car up the number 623.
Like, how do you grow up not knowing
The
this?
sooner you get in that car, the better off we'll all be. Okay?
I'm just saying, I'm really nice to
I understand.
I give people for free. I don't have to get people.
I understand.
Okay, being a nice guy doesn't matter. He did something wrong. It's that simple.
It's a 22 caliber. It's not like a f***ing assault rifle. It's not like a made for killing. It's made for shooting small game.
I understand. You'll have an opportunity to explain your version of why this played out.
Everyone with a gun is not a bad person. I'm just saying. Just because I have a gun doesn't mean I'm a criminal.
I understand that. We understand it. We all understand it. You've said that multiple times.
I know.
We understand it. Okay? You all right?
School shooter. Ruin that.
Nolan was transported to the local jail and booked on charges of possession of a deadly weapon in a school safety zone, improperly handling firearms, and inducing panic. He later pleaded not guilty to the charges and is set to go to trial. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one and don't forget to subscribe.
I don't understand how you can grow up and not knowing, like, that's not... it's against the law, bro. It's like, it's not right. Like, I don't understand, like, what type of people he be around to not know that. Like, he gotta be lying or something. Or at least, like, I don't know, like, how can you... I don't understand that. Like, this is dead serious confusing to me. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this with me. Hope you enjoyed the video like I did. Well, I enjoyed the... like his video. I hope you enjoyed my video. Okay, listen, hit the like button, hit the sub button. Much love to every last one of y'all. Peace out. God bless.